Aries, welcome to Pure Tarot. Tonight I'm doing a reading for the rest of 2021. I know most of us, either readers or viewers, are all looking into the new year, 2022, and which is quite normal. I'm also looking forward to the new year, to be honest. But I did want to take a look at the rest of 2021 and see in card form what it is that, Source would like us to know about the last remaining days. If there's anything that we are grateful for from 2021, what it is that we might have acquired and that we want to take in with us in the new year. Any message, right? Anything that would be worth mentioning, maybe worth saluting, I should say, in 2021. So let's look at that. I don't know if it's too ambitious of a program. I don't know. Shouldn't be. It's only a few days left of the year. I hope you had a great Christmas. Let's look at the last of 2021 for you, Aries. I'm drawing an oracle card first. We have the wishing well. That is great. The wishing well. You know, if you ever visit Italy, there's many fountains in all of the cities in Italy. And the tradition is to throw in some pocket change because it's like a wish to come back, right? It means that you wish to come back to the same place. So it's a way of wanting to travel again. So I'm picking up travels from saying that for you on this card, the wishing well. Maybe you did get to travel during 2021. Maybe those few times that you did travel were highlights for you during that year. Maybe they were really special. I'm hoping you got at least one wish granted with such an auspicious card, right? I'm thinking you might have had something really dear to your heart, maybe something that happened that you might have been wishing for a long time. Let's pull some tarot now. Let's look at the highlights of 2021, the things you're grateful for, and the things you've mastered, or the things that you have conquered and that you want to bring into the next year. The good stuff. We want to know the good stuff of 2021. Wow, look at that. The Magician with the wishing well. This is crazy. This is beautiful energy. You've acquired, I was just mentioning mastery, and it's beautiful. Wow, you must have really, you might not even perceive just how much you have mastered your craft, you know what I mean? I think it comes so effortlessly, this card is just This magician is like a child, you know. When a child plays, they are, you know, so in the moment that that's how they create magic, right? Because they're in this little magical dream world of theirs, and their imagination is like a whole other world in itself. So it's a little bit of that feeling on this card, right? Where um, the quality, the intensity, the beauty, the, you know, all of the thoughts and the details and the attention to details, the care, all of that is being felt here on this card, you know, in terms of what it is that you do, how you do it, you know. You do it so well. You know, this wishing well card, the oracle card, combined with the magician, it's exactly the kind of bridge that the magician needs, right? In terms of how he manifests the way his image, his visions and what he's imagining, how he's creating it. It's really, really strong here. You know, wishing has all of the senses. It takes on all of the senses in this card, right? Just like all the elements that the magician uses, he uses all of his five senses. They're part of his magic. Wow. That's quite a skill to bring into 2022. I'm going to see. I'm going to draw maybe one more card. There's a pile that fell, which I'm not going to take, but there's one card that flipped, so I'm going to take that one. And we have the Hermit. It's a nice mix with the Magician, believe it or not. I mean, it's a lonely path, kind of, but at the same time, it's a path that is, you know, lit. I'm seeing, you know, like on in an airport, like the landing has all the lights for the plane, right? I don't know how you say in English. In French, we say tarmac. So like where the plane lands, anyways. So I'm seeing all of these lights for you, right? I don't think you'll be going through a dark night of the soul, or that you have or you're coming out of it. You know, we're describing 2021, but I feel that you have, in retrospect, you know, it feels like the tale where the little kid leaves like the white rocks to find his way in the forest. It's like Hansel and Gretel, you know, they leave like but it's the same thing. You leave something behind you so that you leave a trace, right? And I feel like the Hermit card here, you've been doing this for yourself all of this year, and leaving like all of these beautiful trails that you've explored, that you've, you know, I used the word conquered before. That's interesting. You've gone and you've lit some dark places inside yourself that now are not dark anymore. And so you have like more territory, more real estate that you're pulling from, right? that you'll be pulling from in the new year. A lot of wisdom, a lot of maturity, you know, a lot of a nice slow pace to like a very, you don't have to rush, you know, like it's a, like you're enjoying life more, and not just more, but in like in a slower manner. But I mean, because you're taking it in more, you know what I mean? You're not rushing through it as much. That's the feeling I get off the card. It's like really enjoying, savoring the moments. You've learned to savor the moments. That's really interesting. It's funny because the magician has like probably many wishes, right? You would think that he would come up with all kinds of things that he would want and like want to achieve and like, you know, create and put into form, and you know, and the other side of the coin here, I want to say, is the hermit vibe has this sort of like the wise man, you know, like who's seen more things and who chooses differently, takes his time. There's quite an interesting energy of not, you know, sort of binge experiencing things, right? Like what you'd be taking into the next year is maybe, I mean, you're already picky, but I sense being even more picky. And maybe simply just I guess what I'm trying to say is choosing what you're wishing for, right? We're giving it more thought with the hermit. Going deep within to listen to your desires. Primarily, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe this would be the first step in how you would choose next year, you know? Choose the things that you would invest your energy into and work at, work your magic at or on. Let's get a card here. I'm pulling courtesy. Well, courtesy is definitely this energy for sure. It's exactly what I was describing about slowing down and, you know, measuring your movements, you know, like being more deliberate, you know, and maybe more present, aware. Not that you're not, but, you know, making it like, you know, when you're being, how do you say, courteous? I'm not sure. Courtois. to be courtois, to show courtesy, whatever. So when you show courtesy, you it means you've noticed, right? Let's say that someone that, you know, you're gonna open the door for a lady, right, or something, or, you know, giving your seat to someone on the bus or on the subway, whatever it might be, right? You've given it a thought. It means that you've first of all, you've observed, you've noticed, you've assessed. There's something that went on in your inside your brain that you've sort of analyzed the situation and made a choice, right? Made a nice gesture. You decided to extend yourself to create something. This is creating a moment, and this only comes with maturity, you know, with having enough with stopping, with having enough awareness, and you know, taking the time. It only comes with time. You can't speed this up. Or if someone was to go too fast, they wouldn't see it. Or they wouldn't take the time to be courtois. That's an interesting quality to bring into 2022. To be courteous, to show courtesy. That's a really beautiful trait. I have two more cards that flipped. Boredom and investment. That's interesting. I would interpret that as I'm also going to link boredom with the Hermit. I think, you know, even if the Hermit is comfortable being solitary, I think at some point, being solitary, you know, there's so much, right? There's even the people who, you know, enjoy being alone, spending time alone, who are comfortable being alone, even in silence. At some point, you know, we all need some interaction. With different forms of interaction. We don't necessarily like the same stimulus, right? But definitely there is a need for interaction, and even the Hermit could experience boredom. So this is something you might have experienced during 2021 that you probably might wish to change. I did ask, you know, I did mention travel here on this card at the beginning. So I think you would benefit from traveling and getting out of your solitary energy. And I think investment, I would definitely invest here with the Magician. You could be investing money in a financial endeavor. I see this as a startup energy. This is like a startup business, because anyone who creates a small business, usually you take on all the roles at the beginning, right? You'll do your own accounting, you'll answer your phone, your emails, you'll do the work, you'll go and buy whatever you need, you know. It's usually sometimes a one-man or one-woman show. Anyways, yeah, so I see it's really interesting. I think you'll be interacting with a lot more people in 2022. You'll have to use more courtesy especially when it comes to investing your money, your time. I think if you interact with a clientele, definitely you'd want to be particularly attentive to how you speak with them, the kind of loyalty you create, the kind of rapport you create in terms of your business, right? The services or the products you might be selling. And make sure you connect more with people in 2022. And you're just blessed. You're overall blessed with the wishing well. It's almost like you have an, you know, a limitless numbers of wishes at your disposal, right? You just have to decide, go within, decide which one you want to actually put into action and manifest, and your dreams will become reality. This is a gorgeous way to end the year. The cards are really they're really rooting for you. I love it. Anyways, give me a like, share my video if you did like it. I'm wishing you an amazing 2022, but mainly a great end of 2021. See ya.